across the sky and crashed in the distance, causing the church to shake around her. It then began to crumble, then another explosion, but this one lit up the sky as if the sun itself was exploding. Angie could hear the baby screaming from inside. It was the last thing she heard before the building imploded, capturing her beneath the rubble. It took her 3 days to dig herself out of the wreckage. 3 days of sipping her own urine to stay hydrated, to stay alive. 3 days buried beneath rock and inhaling dust while listening to the moans and suffering of the dying. She could smell the flames making their way down the streets, the strong stench of fuel that doused the earth. She had resigned herself to inevitably being eaten by the fires. Angie Margione had patiently waited to die. But on the third day, she was delivered. 4 men heard her cries and they came. They were in awe of her, the middle-aged woman who'd pulled herself from the graveyard of rubble.
"I know her,"
one of the men named Michael said.
"She delivered one of my children. She's a midwife."
She had indeed delivered one of his children, a son, Joseph, who died when a driven hound surprised him during a day hunt and ate him whole. That was the last time they'd day hunted. Michael took the midwife to his home, the home he shared with his wife and his 1-year-old son Samuel and 3 other men who helped him defend the land. His wife Matilda cleaned Angie up and tended to her wounds. She gave Angie much-needed water, boiled to kill away as much of the toxicity as possible. Angie hadn't spoken for 3 days, hadn't said a word to the men who'd found her. The first words to come from her scratchy throat were,
"I am hungry."
Matilda took her hand and said softly,
"We are all hungry."
A lot had changed in the 3 days Angie Margione had been buried under the church's rubble. The world had practically been hurled back into the dark ages. There weren't any more supply chains, no more easy access to food and water. The Red Veil had destroyed the systems that made the world civilized. It was shocking how accepting humanity was, how willing to give up civility, how quickly they grasped survival of the fittest.